Hi friends, it's Kat with Hygge Garden Home. Today I want to show you how I'm going to make a new flower bed in my grass. It's budget friendly. It takes a little bit of elbow grease, but in a couple of hours, if you have a small area, I suggest that this is a great alternative to use. So this is the device that I'll be using or have been using to create this new flower bed. It's called a step edger. It's very convenient to have. It has a little bit of a tooth look at the bottom here so it can get a hold of the grass very easily. You just push it down, use your actual weight, your body weight to push it down and lift up the grass. Now I had only a small area to do, and so I chose to do this. You could always hire a grass remover, but for this area it wasn't going to be that big, so we just went ahead and did it because of a small area. Let me show you how I did it, and then let me show you how it ended up looking like at the end, because I'm actually done right now, but I'll show you some of the old footage. What I first ended up doing. At first we go ahead, the plan is here to have a line right here. This is where the grass is going to come out. I will be adding another piece of fence there, and I did measure it off so it should be calculated correctly. And the first thing I go ahead and do is I went ahead and used the step edger to just draw my line first. And then we're going to go in there and then start pulling it out. That way, we're going to pull it over to this area as well. This is the plan for here. However, it might be a little bit more bowed in, but we went that way at first. And then we'll go ahead and do the other side. Okay, so I want to show you how this is all working. You basically go and just start cutting out strips. That's what I did here a little bit. And to show you, then you go in and you can take this and all of the grass just pops right up. Some places it's harder than others because it's more compacted. But this is essentially what you do. And then you go in here. It's not supposed to be here. All right, and you can just pull it up. So I grabbed this type of shovel right here and was able to scoop some of that, just kind of slide it underneath it. It was very simple, very easy. Now, and I had to do it minimally, but usually if you get the step edger deep inside, it will pull everything up. So wonderful, wonderful contraption. I highly recommend it to you. So here we have the area all completed. I pulled out all of this area yesterday because that's what time allotted me for a few hours in the morning and a few hours in the evening, probably just about an hour on each all together. And again, I use the step edger very easily. Now this area, it's really important that whatever I plant in here is septic tank friendly. My septic tank is right underneath this gravel area. We made it gravel so that it will be easy to access from this other side of the driveway here. And so I really wanted to make it a very cozy garden hygge room. And so we're going to go ahead and plant things. Now, planting over a septic tank is something that you have to be very careful with. So make sure to do your research. We want to only use herbaceous perennials or things that will not have a deep roots, things that are shallow rooted. So we're going to do lots of perennials in here. And as you can see, there are two little trees. Those are apple trees, Honeycrisp apples. We're going to go ahead and try and grow them in pots so they won't have any risk of getting down into the septic system. Well, my friends, there you have it. See how easy it is to make a new flower bed. A little bit of elbow grease and a few hours, and I got this busted out within just a few hours time. Like I said, I started yesterday. I only had a couple of hours in the day to get it done before my kids came home, so it was perfect timing. A little bit yesterday, a little bit today, we're all done. The next part we get to do is planting, my most favorite part. What are we going to be planting in there? I talked about herbaceous perennials, things that do not have deep roots, things that are shallow rooted, things that will be septic friendly. Just because you have a septic tank does not mean that you just have to have grass and grass and grass for days over it. You can have perennials. So things that I can just cut down in the fall or early spring and it will pop back up. If I need to move them, I can. They only go about that much, maybe a foot into the ground. So it's perfect, perfect, perfect. Grass or perennials, that's what you want to put on your septic tank. But again, I advise you, make sure that you do research about what your area and what your septic tank and what kind it is, and know the locations of all of the little things that have to do with things that are going on underground before you start putting things in the ground. Well, my friends, now you know this is how you can make an easy little flower bed just with that little step edger and a little bit of elbow grease. So make sure to join me on my next video. I'm going to be talking about what I'm planting in this space. Now, it needs to be deer friendly because I have literal herds of deer coming through here. I also have herds of elk. The elk have moved up, luckily, this time of year. They've been lingering on forever because we had a super long winter. Utah's dealing with a lot of flooding right now, so because of all the snow that we had, 900 feet in some areas it has been recorded in some areas. That's crazy. So make sure to join me. Make sure to subscribe to my channel as well as hit your notifications button so you will know when I share this next video. Thanks again for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed it. And remember, it's not about where you live, it's how you live. Bye.